What if I told you that many people are not dying because life is difficult? They are dying because they never stop. They wake up tired. They scroll endlessly. They chase goals they never chose. They compare themselves to strangers. They fill every empty moment with noise because silence feels uncomfortable. Then one day they ask themselves, why doesn't any of this make me happy? You see, living more by doing less is not laziness. It is wisdom. It is choosing depth over quantity. It is realizing that your soul does not grow stronger by collecting more responsibilities. It grows stronger by protecting what truly matters. In this lesson, we will explore the Stoic path toward living more by doing less, a life that is calmer, deeper, richer, and surprisingly more productive. Because sometimes the greatest transformation is not found in adding another habit. It is found in removing one burden. Now, how do we live more by doing less? Step 1. Stop mistaking motion for progress. One of the greatest illusions in life is believing that being busy means you are moving forward. You see, our world celebrates people who are constantly occupied. We often assume they are successful or productive, but Stoicism teaches us that movement and progress are not the same thing. Living more by doing less begins with recognizing that not everything deserves your attention. When you remove unnecessary distractions, you create room for meaningful work. When you stop chasing every opportunity, you can fully commit to the ones that align with your values. When you stop reacting to every opinion, you gain the peace to think clearly. True progress is not measured by how busy your schedule is. It is measured by the quality of your actions, the strength of your character, and the peace of your mind. So before you begin each day, pause for a moment and ask yourself the same question Marcus Aurelius asked centuries ago. Is this necessary? If the answer is no, have the courage to let it go. Because the goal is not to fill your life with more activity, the goal is to fill your life with more meaning. And sometimes the fastest way to move forward is not by doing more, but by having the wisdom to do less. 2. Simplify your desires before you simplify your life. Most people believe the secret to a better life is to acquire more, a bigger house, a better paying job, more recognition, or more achievements. Society constantly tells us that happiness is always one purchase, one promotion, or one accomplishment away. We become trapped in the belief that if we can just get a little more, then we will finally feel complete. But Stoicism challenges this belief at its root. The Stoics did not say that wealth, success, or comfort are bad. Marcus Aurelius himself was one of the most powerful men in the world. Seneca was incredibly wealthy, yet they understood that the real danger was not owning possessions. It was allowing possessions and endless desires to own you. Seneca wrote that it is not the man who has little who is poor, but the one who always wants more. Living more by doing less doesn't mean giving up ambition or refusing success. It means refusing to become a slave to endless wanting. The Stoics believed that true wealth is not found in the size of your possessions, but in the size of your contentment. 3. Replace constant achievement with daily presence. One of the greatest traps of modern life is believing that happiness always exists somewhere ahead of you. But here's the truth. If your mind is always living in tomorrow, you will never truly experience today. Do today's work with full effort, then let tomorrow take care of itself. Living in the present also means appreciating the ordinary moments that most people rush through. A quiet morning before the world wakes up, sharing laughter with someone you love. These moments seem small only because they happen every day, but one day they will become memories you wish you could experience again. The Stoics practiced gratitude not because life was perfect, but because they understood that every ordinary moment is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. when your mind is divided between yesterday's mistakes and tomorrow's worries, you give only half of yourself to today's task. But when you become fully present, even simple activities gain meaning. This is why Stoicism teaches us that the journey is not separate from the destination. The journey is the destination. 4. Build a life around what endures. One of the greatest mistakes people make is building their lives on things that cannot last. They spend years chasing beauty, status, possessions, or the approval of other people, believing these things will finally make them feel secure. But the Stoics observed a painful truth. Everything outside of your character is temporary. If your happiness depends on temporary things, then your peace will always be temporary too. The storms of life are inevitable. You may lose money, you may lose a job, friends may leave, your health may decline. People who once praised you may criticize you. If your identity is built on these things, every storm will feel like the end of your world. But if your foundation is wisdom, courage, integrity, discipline and self-respect, the storm may bend you, but it will not break you. Living more by doing less means becoming the sculptor of your own character. Every time you let go of resentment, you remove another piece of stone. Every time you stop seeking approval, another piece falls away. Every time you choose honesty over comfort, patience over anger, or discipline over laziness, your true self becomes more visible. Remember, one day time will take almost everything you possess. Your youth will fade, your possessions will belong to someone else, your titles will be forgotten, even your name may eventually disappear from memory. But the way you lived, the courage you showed, the kindness you gave, the discipline you practiced, and the wisdom you cultivated, shapes not only your own life, but also the lives of everyone you touch. Live for what endures, not for what merely shines. The brightest things often fade the fastest, but the strongest foundations grow quietly beneath the surface.